Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching. So, today's video is kind of a video that would really help me out when I first started dirt bike riding. So, I figured, might as well make this video. But, we're going to be discussing entry-level dirt bike gear. Because, if you're watching this video and you're looking for some, your first dirt bike gear, you don't want to go out and spend $600 on a helmet or, $600 on boots or whatever. But, you do want something safe, just because, you're going to crash. It's not if, it's when you're going to crash. So you do want something safe, but you don't want to spend a ton of money on it, which is exactly how I was. So, I actually still have, for the most part, entry-level dirt bike gear, and this is just, obviously, it's just my opinion, but I believe the gear I got, I don't know, I've ran it pretty hard, and it's worked really good. So, just going to make this video about it, and, I hope it helps you out, and, thank y'all for watching. Okay, so I'm just going to start with saying, do not buy an Amazon helmet. Because if you're a beginner at dirt bike riding, I'm sure you've seen the $50 helmets off of Amazon. Now, you can buy good helmets off of Amazon. The helmet I have, you can buy it off of Amazon. But you're going to see some, brand from China, $50 helmet, and you're going to be like, oh, it looks pretty cool, and it's cheap, I'll just buy it. Don't do that. First time you have a super hard crash, that helmet's not going to be anything. And yeah, you're going to spend some money on a helmet, but, would you rather spend some money on a helmet or die? So, yeah, it's your choice. Alright, so first off, we're going to talk about helmets, because, if you only want to spend a little bit on dirt bike gear, I would recommend helmet and boots. That's the two things. So, we're going to start off with a helmet. So, the helmet that I have is a LS2 Gate helmet. They got a bunch of colors, and they're really good looking helmets. And it's been a great helmet to me. I've had some hard crashes in this helmet. A couple years back, I went flipping off of a mountain one time, and the dirt bike came on top of me. Scratched up my helmet and all kinds of stuff, but I was completely fine. So, it's a great helmet. It is a very basic helmet, I guess you would say, but it does what it's supposed to. That's one thing in a helmet. You want to make sure it's DOT certified, and I would recommend ECE certified too, but that's up in like the better helmets. So my helmet is DOT and ECE certified. Been a great helmet. Had many crashes in it, and it's always held up good. It does have the removable chin pads, so like if you crash and the paramedics have to come, like if your neck's broke or something like that, they don't want to be trying to unstrap your helmet and messing with your neck, so you just pull the cheek pads out and your helmet just comes off. So my helmet does have that, but yep, it's been a great helmet. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's right about $130. So honestly, for $130, it's a pretty good deal in my opinion. Now again, that is just my opinion, but if you compare this helmet to the Alpinestars I think it's called the M10 or something like that. It's like, a top of the line helmet. It's carbon fiber. So the advantages to that is, number one, a lot more airflow, so it's going to be a lot more cool. The visor is, I don't know, I've never had an Alpinestars helmet, but the visor, from what I've read, if you impact the ground, if you impact the ground and my visor hits or whatever, it's just going to snap off because mine just screws in. Whereas I'm pretty sure the Alpinestars visor, it is magnetically connected or something. It has magnets that connect it. So basically the magnets just detach or whatever. So that is pretty nice. You don't have to buy a new visor. LS2 does sell new visors for them, and they're not that expensive. But yep, the Alpinestars is going to be a lot lighter too because it's carbon fiber. But obviously you're going to pay for that carbon fiber. Carbon fiber ain't cheap. So you're looking at about probably $600 for the Alpinestars M10. So, never had it. I can't say how it would be. I would assume it would be great. But, yes, if you're looking into getting, just getting into dirt bike riding, in my opinion, the LS2 is just the way to go. It's fairly inexpensive for a helmet, and it's a great helmet. They're really good. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend the LS2 Gate helmet. LS2 does make other helmets too, but this is the cheapest one they make. So yeah, they're great helmets, and I definitely recommend it. All right, so next up is boots. So this is one of those things that, like, when you're first getting into dirt bike riding, I would definitely recommend boots, but don't go out and just buy something super expensive. Now, there is all kinds of boots, all kinds of brands. The boots I started off with are Fly Racing Mavericks. I'm pretty sure is what they're called. About 150 bucks. So they're, I mean, it's actually more than a helmet, but they're good boots. They've held up extremely well. They don't really get a lot of wear on them. I mean, I wore mine for probably 2 years, 2 years of riding or whatever. And I mean, they got scratches and normal wear and tear. But I mean, honestly, they never really got destroyed or whatever. But I've pushed some things. I've had some crashes in them, and I actually had one. It wasn't really a crash, but I was just doing something stupid, trying to get over a log, and my foot got pinned between my dirt bike and a tree, it was trying to bend my foot, and my foot was fine. So they are great boots. I would recommend them for just starting off, but especially once you start getting kind of better, and if you start riding faster stuff, I would definitely recommend getting better boots. And right now I'm running the Alpinestars Tech 7 boots. Now the model above this is the Alpinestar Tech 10s. Now, when you get the Tech 10s, you're going a lot more expensive. But really the difference between the Flies and the Alpinestars is, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just go show y'all. Alright, so here's the Fly Racing boots. As you could tell, I mean, honestly, no, it's stupid, but looks are just kind of, they're a lot better than the Alpinestars. But first thing I noticed is the buckles. So how the buckles are on this one is you got those things, and then you got this little groove it goes into. So you put it in there, you buckle down. So it works decent, but the Alpinestar, the way they buckle is just a lot better in my opinion. So you go like that, put it through there, and they buckle a lot easier too. So the buckle is a lot easier. And another thing that is really the difference in safety wise is you can see, I'll set y'all up on the tripod, but if you can bend the boot over, like get this part and bend it over, that's a pretty weak boot really. So I'll just kind of show y'all the difference between that. Alright, so here's the Fly Racing. So if you put your foot here, it bends over pretty easy. And that's not over time too. It would do this straight out of the box. I can't prove that to y'all, but telling the truth there, it would do this right over the box, right out of the box. So bends pretty easily around the ankle. So it's a pretty weak boot really. But when you're starting off, it feels a whole lot better than riding in cowboy boots or something. I will definitely tell you that. Alright, we got the Alpinestar now. And as you can see, it kind of will, but like, not really. Like, that's really just right here. That's not around the ankle like the Flies. That's kind of right here. So, they're really tough, and you're not gonna have to worry. Honestly, a lot of pros that run like pro Supercross and stuff, most of them run the Tech 10s, but a lot of them do run the Tech 7s too. So this is actually, in some people's eyes, is considered a premium boot. I really don't consider it a premium. I consider the Tech 10 a premium, but it is a really great boot, and I would much prefer it over the Fly Racing. Alright, so next thing we're going to be talking about is chest protectors. So I used to not wear a chest protector when I was riding. I thought, because they're not extremely cheap, and I was like, I don't think I really need a chest protector. Until one day, me and my dad were riding. He was in front of me. He went over a hump, hit the gas, and a little rock come and hit me in the chest going Mach 10. And it hurt terrible. So I got home and decided to order a chest protector. But now again, you can get a cheap one, but you can also get an expensive one. The one I got is not the cheapest, but it is a pretty cheap one. It is the Thor MX Roost Guardian or something like that. It's been a great chest protector. The only thing, they all have the same purpose. Like, it don't matter if you get a $70 one or a $400 one, they're still going to do the same exact thing, protect rocks from hitting you. It's really just, the one I'm wearing is extremely hot. It has like very, very, very little airflow, Whereas you go like an Alpine Stars, theirs is got a lot of slots in it, so they're going to be a lot cooler. And eventually, I probably will upgrade to the Alpine Star just because the Thor is so hot. And the Thor, it don't really fit good to me. I might just have the wrong size, but definitely would want to try it on before you bought it. But yeah, it's been a pretty good chest protector, especially if you're just first getting into riding. It's a pretty good chest protector, and yeah, I mean I would pretty much recommend it for a beginner. But if you're going into dirt bike ride knowing you're going to do like motocross or something, go get an Alpine Stars or something like that because that one's just so hot. But yeah, it's been a pretty good chest protector. All right, next up is goggles. So there's a ton of different brands out there, a ton of different styles, everything. I've never tried anything besides 100%. I don't know. I never tried Oakley's or anything like that. Oakley's do get real expensive. If you go, I think it's the Oakley Air Brake. It's like $160. So that's that's a lot to spend on a goggle. But I first started off with some Amazon goggles when I first started riding. Not good goggles. They pretty much had no adjustment. They didn't have a place for tear offs. And really, the more expensive you go in goggles, it's the field of view, really, that's what you're paying for. So the first 100% goggles I got were the 100%, I really don't remember what they were called. I'll put it up on the screen. But they were great goggles. They worked fine. They had a place for tear offs. The field of view, though, was just so tiny. It was just like very narrow. And when I first started riding, you're not worrying about the field of view. You're just worrying about trying not to crash. But after I started getting better and stuff, I just started noticing. I was like, God, I can't see anything in these. So then I upgraded to the goggles I have now, which are the 100% Racecrafts. That's what they are. Yeah, the 100% Racecrafts. So they are they're a lot better than the first ones. They have a much better field of view, and they do use the same exact lens as the ones I started off with, but the field of view is a lot better. And yeah, I don't know, goggles is kind of a hard thing to talk about because there's so many brands, so many styles and stuff like that. But I would definitely recommend getting one with a big field of view. But and I would want one with tear offs too. You know, you can research tear offs and stuff like that. But tear offs are extremely nice, especially if you live in like a wet area with some mud and stuff. But yeah, 100% is a good brand. Oakley's a good brand. LS2 makes goggles. There's so many brands out there. So yeah. Okay, so moving on to the part that just makes you look cool is the riding pants and jersey. So I kind of had to learn this. If you're really trying to just very low budget get into dirt bike riding, don't go and get, you know, the whole jersey and pants and stuff like that. Riding a pair of blue jeans and like a fishing shirt, that's what I rode in. I rode in a fishing shirt, worked just fine. But, you know, I do have riding gear now just because it looks cool. Pretty much. I mean, the pants are tougher than blue jeans. But, really, if you're wanting that, the ones I wear Fly Racing. The reason I like Fly is because they're tough and they fit me very well. So you basically just got to find which one fits you well. Just go to like a dirt bike shop and just try on a bunch of different brands and find which one fits you well. But yeah, I like Fly Racing, but that's pretty much just your opinion, whichever one you think looks good. But you know, the more money you spend, you are going to get a tougher jersey and pants and stuff like that. But I like Fly Racing pretty good. They fit me really well. All right, and if you do get some riding gear, you know, get some riding pants, you're 100% going to want some riding socks because, I don't know, textures may not bother you or whatever, but when I'm wearing dirt bike pants and it's just touching my skin, they are not comfortable at all. They scratch you and I don't know, it feels really bad. So you're going to want some riding socks, but again, those are one of those things, it don't really matter what you get. I use Alpine Stars, but you can use Alpine Star, 100%, Rocky Mountain ATV, they have their own brand. Don't really matter. You want a moisture wicking material to, you know, for good airflow. But yeah, it don't really matter what brand you get. Just the reason I got Alpine Stars is because they're on sale. So, you know, it don't really matter. All right, next up is gloves. Again, I do recommend riding with gloves just because after a long day of riding without gloves, because I used to not ride with gloves, your hands are all blistered up. It's just, you won't like it. So you want some gloves, but honestly, that's another one of the things. Honestly, you can go to Walmart and just buy some just buy some garden gloves or something like that, and they're gonna work just fine. But the gloves I first started riding with were Fox Racing gloves. Worked great, wore them out. Now I'm riding with Fly Racing gloves. They're great gloves. Fit me very well. That's the reason I like Fly. But yeah, gloves are just one of those things. It don't really matter. I would recommend wearing them, but it don't matter really what you get. Just whatever one fits you good. All right, so thank you for watching. I really hope this helped you find what you wanted for your first dirt bike gear. You know, it can be it can be kind of aggravating to get dirt bike gear because you might get something that may not fit you right. But not sponsored, but would love to be. But Rocky Mountain ATV, they're really good about dirt bike gear because if you don't like it, the first time you return it, it's completely free. So Rocky Mountain ATV is pretty good on dirt bike gear. I would recommend using their site. Not sponsored by them, but would love to be. So yep, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I got a little goal, trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. We're not super far from it, and thank y'all for that. But trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So go down there, like, subscribe, and see y'all in the next video.